this will just loop.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another weekly Crypto Empire Sunday live stream. My name is Connor. I am, of course, your host here at Crypto Empire. I want to welcome everybody to the live stream. Happy Sunday, everyone. Hope you've been enjoying your weekend. We do have a lot to cover in this live stream, but of course, this is Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. If you're new here, you should know what to do. Hit that subscribe button down below and turn on all the notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Anyway, we do have a lot of scheduled content, scheduled programming for this live stream. Going to be talking a lot about trading right now. Of course, we're in a choppy sideways bear market with a downtrend. So we're not going to catch any crypto pumps, but of course we can consistently withdraw profits from the market by trading with an edge. So we'll be getting into that during this live stream, as well as all of the usual kind of content that I always do present to you here on Crypto Empire during the weekly live stream, hopping around the charts, looking at opportunities, NFT updates, altcoins, etc., etc. I hope that you're excited as I am. Without further ado, let's hop right into my computer and start going over what we have to cover this week. Also, let's take a look at the live chat. We do have Luca from Italy with us today. What's happening, Luca? Luca's saying, hello, Connor. I hope you're well, my friend. My phone's motherboard died, and I lost access to many things finance-related. I finally recovered everything, and I will be back in the Discord soon. Luca, that is awesome to hear. Well, I'm sorry to hear that your phone's motherboard died, but it's good to hear that you got that figured out. And yeah, I mean, we're always in the Discord. I'm always in the Discord. That is where, of course, I am most active, so I look forward to having you back inside and being an active member of the community, because, Luca, you are always contributing a lot with all of your comments. You're always chatting, always in there offering help to members, so really looking forward to having you back inside of the Discord. And we also have Ian M with us saying, happy Sunday, Crypto Empire. Yes, happy Sunday, Ian. With that being said, thank you for the support. Let's get into the overall cryptocurrency market cap. And then we'll move further along into our schedule of programming. Right now, the overall market cap is $1.3 trillion. Bitcoin trading for $31,000. So I did expect that. We'll be getting into the charts in just one moment. ETH trading for $2,130. Then we have Tether, BNB. And the top 10 is looking as it has looked, of course, besides Terra Luna, which I am considering just done completely. Do Kwon came out with his revival plan to basically scrap the whole, stable coin and just make it a layer 1 because the infrastructure is already built, etc. There's too many other options out there for layer 1s. Luna's dead. I mean, I've written off the loss, took a huge loss, but hey, that's the game we play here in crypto. We're taking big risk here to make big reward. I made big reward from the past bull run, and I mean, you just saw me lose a nice amount, but that's the game we play nonetheless. And anyway, looking at this top 10, Polkadot as well, $11.50, cheap as dirt, and everything will probably be headed lower over the next few months. So there is no rush to basically hop into things right now. With that being said, let's take a look at the price chart. We also have Labradoodle with us saying, good afternoon, Empire. Labradoodle, great to have you here. And Rigoberto in the building saying, let's see, happy Sunday, Empire Squad. And Emmanuel, feel bad. No, there's no need to feel bad. I mean, I put myself to that risk, and I've accepted the loss, so no reason to feel bad for me. I mean, I'm doing just fine, right? Just have a little less money than I had last week in my crypto portfolio. Everything's all good. Still got money. Still, 6'3", chiseled jawline, handsome face. Could be worse, right? So I hope you're all doing well if you lost money on Luna, but listen, it's not the end of the world. And it's just how you bounce back, right? You can get knocked down 7 times, but you got to stand up 8. That's life. Welcome to the party. Get used to it. Take your losses as a man and move on. So looking at the Bitcoin price chart, I did release a YouTube video last night outlining my technical analysis and my stance on the market that I do expect to play out over the next few months. And that is playing out. Basically, I said how I wouldn't be surprised to see BTC make a push upwards, right? I pretty much gave the thesis that we're going to be chopping around for a while. Chopping around from 35K down to 25K. That is our big range right now. However, I was mentioning how I would expect price here in the very short term to make a push up to at least bare minimum up here 30,750. And then as well, the main level that I'm looking for is this supply area and this previous support now resistance area up here at around $32,500. So I am long right now. As you can see in the Crypto Empire Premium Discord group, I called this trade out today. Before the pump did actually occur, entries layered from 30,100 down to 29,600. And as you can see, two of the entries, two of the three were filled perfectly, pretty much caught the exact bottom, as I have been doing consistently here at Crypto Empire. And we are now up, or I'm up at least, and any member who took the trade, over 50% on the position. So, whatever amount of margin you put in, and you make 50% of that in a few hours, few minutes, very small risk as well. That's how you consistently profit from the market. We'll be getting some more trading edges in this live stream, but that is my active trade right now, playing out so far. And I mean, in terms of Bitcoin, if I zoom this out to a daily chart, there's not much to discuss, especially if you did watch the video yesterday. I pretty much went over, my stance on the market and what I expect to play out, and in the few hours since I posted that video, not much has really changed. But just in case you haven't watched that video yet, basically I'm expecting more downward sell pressure to continue over the next few months for reasons such as the entire macro global economy is in bad shape right now. The Federal Reserve plans to continue hiking interest rates. Inflation is still a problem. Global supply chain issues. I mean, things aren't where they're needing to be, basically. Everything is behind, everything is delayed right now. That is causing global demand to slow down. And of course, companies they don't have the regular inventory, they're not making as much money. So when the earnings report, when they come in next season for stocks, for equities, they're going to be lower again. And that's just overall bearish. And, it's hard to be bullish. I mean, if you're bullish right now, good for you that you believe that. But, yeah, this market right now is pretty brutal. And, here in the short term, I am expecting things to basically just chop around, like I said, from $25,000 to $35,000. It's possible we do pump as much as, 40K up here. I can show you this on the chart. Don't mind my messy lines. That's just how I'm able to identify key areas of supply and demand and support and resistance on the chart by just a quick glance. That's why I leave my chart so messy. To me, it makes sense, but I understand if you're brand new, you've never done any technical analysis, this might look like hieroglyphics to you, but I promise you, if you study the charts, if you study TA, it all does eventually end up making sense, right? And looking at the chart, we do have a big level over here, not as high as 40K, really 37,500 to 38K, big resistance level before we had that huge drop down, of course. And 40K was that top, the local top, before we had the huge descent down. So it's possible, price can make its way all the way back up there. If that does end up playing out, expect everybody on social media to, get overly bullish again. Very emotional. Yay, Bitcoin is back above $35,000. We're going to the moon. Right now we are in a consolidation range. So you need to basically adjust your mindset to the new market, or it's not even new market conditions, so the obvious market conditions that are on the table right now. It's not looking good over here for the next few months. There's really no other way to put it. No need to sugarcoat everything. I do expect the range to not hold on the downside below 25K. I personally do not think this is the bottom down here. I think we will end up breaking down lower. The main levels to look for lower on the chart for Bitcoin and Bitcoin only right now are the previous all-time high from 2017. That is at $20,000. And then we also have that nice consolidation that played out back in August and September of 2020 before we had our huge bull run up around 12K. Yes, $12,000 Bitcoin. Do not write it off. It is definitely a possibility. It might be a small possibility, but it's still a possibility. So it could happen. We'll see what happens here over the next few months. But just to say it one more time for all the people in the back, I don't think 25K is the bottom. Expect choppiness. Expect a lot of just overall chop and then a break lower to the lower levels outlined on the charts. Of course, that means huge fire sales across the board for many altcoins. So unless you're sitting on a ton of capital right now, if you're sitting on a ton of money, then feel free to DCA at these levels, because long term, $30,000 Bitcoin is going to be a great deal. Obviously, this is not financial advice. Nothing on my channel is financial advice. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. However, I personally do believe myself that 30K will be cheap for Bitcoin over the long term, 5-10 years down the line. Very possible we're seeing Bitcoin in the 6-figure price ranges. So also, let's see what's going on in the chat as well. We got Dino M saying hello from Croatia. What's up, Dino? How are you? We got Emmanuel saying keep the chin up always, my friend. Chest out, shoulders back, chin up. That's how we go through life. We're winners here. Winners only. Everybody loves a winner. Nobody remembers the loser. Nobody remembers their name. Winners only. And we got Juno Will Boom by Bitcoin Trader. You read my mind. That is actually part of my scheduled programming today here in the Crypto Empire Sunday live stream. I am very bullish on Juno. I'm expecting a lot of developers and a lot of community members from Terra Luna, from the Terra blockchain, to migrate over to Juno. A lot of NFT projects will probably be moving over to Juno. Juno, I've talked about it a lot here in the channel before, and I am still bullish on Juno. I'll be getting into my strategy on how I plan on playing it over the bear market over the course of this live stream. So be sure to stick with me until the very end. But Bitcoin Trader, I do agree with you, my friend. Juno, I am bullish, and I'm glad to hear that you are as well. And we have Patrick in the building saying hello from the Netherlands. Patrick, how are you, my friend? Good to have you here in the live stream. Welcome, and appreciate you stopping in. Appreciate your support as always. Long-time subscriber, Patrick. From the beginning, really. So I appreciate you sticking with me throughout all of this time here that I have been making YouTube videos. And yeah, all the OGs, I don't forget, man. I never forget. I have a very good memory. So let's see. Take a look at the Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance finally is making the moves that I've expected it to make. All of my longtime Crypto Empire live stream viewers should know this Bitcoin dominance chart that I do pull up, not every stream, but most streams. And I've had this circle drawn on the chart for a while with this downward sloping trend line going all the way back to July of 2021 when Bitcoin dominance made its retrace to 48.93%. Of course, this was the bottom, right? And then we had a huge boom on Bitcoin, went over 130% to 69K from 28K, and altcoins boomed as well. So this steep Bitcoin dominance drop was, of course, that altcoin season that we did endure. Made some great trades during that time period. Good to reminisce on the bull market times, right? But yeah, now this is going to keep on rising. People are going to keep on putting their money from alts into BTC. So expect Bitcoin dominance to go ahead and test these highs over here. And, you know, go as high as 52%, this level that I have on the chart here. This is marked, has been marked for a very long time here. And I do stand by the 52% level on Bitcoin dominance to, you know, get hit. Looking at the chart, big area of supply, objectively a supply zone. So Bitcoin dominance continuing to rise. Beautiful bump and run pattern. As you can see, price broke the trend line, retested with a red candle. Now we have 2 green days thus far on Bitcoin dominance. Expect this to continue rising as time does pass by over the next few months and people start to capitulate their altcoins into Bitcoin. Let's see, we got Woody. Woody is saying, what would happen to projects, even some with great utility, if we slipped to 12K BTC in your opinion? Would it destroy them or cause them to fail if they have good tokenomics? They are okay. Great question, Woody. So if we do get the situation with $12,000 Bitcoin, altcoins swing to the pendulum of Bitcoin always until things change. That's how it works, right? Bitcoin drops a little bit, altcoins drop a lot. So no matter how good the altcoins fundamentals are, ultimately it is subject to Bitcoin's price action. So if Bitcoin goes to $12,000, altcoins are going to get hammered, right? It's going to be down bad. That's the opportunity to basically scale in heavy and then just wait for the bull market. Because if the project is building and they actually have strong fundamentals and it's actually a legit team, a legit project building something of value, then it will not fail. That's just, this is the free market here, right? Yes, we can get into debates about that, etc. But at the end of the day, this is the free market, and the free market decides what is a success over time, right? The dead weight falls to the floor, right? The truth will always rise to the top. The good projects that are building real value in the cryptocurrency space, the free market will eventually notice that. No matter how bad it may seem in the short term, Bitcoin's at 12K, alts are down 90, 95, 99% from their all-time highs. The good ones will bounce back next bull run. So take your picks wisely. Great question, Woody. Thank you for asking that so I can elaborate on that topic. Let's see, Leo saying, hi from Colombia. This is Leo. Leo, it's a pleasure to have you here in the live stream, my friend. Thanks for your support. We got CG saying, hey man, new to your channel. How would you summarize your trading style versus others? My trading style is very simple. Very simple. My bread and butter is supply and demand. Support and resistance goes hand in hand with supply and demand, but I look for supply and demand first. I combine that with trend lines and the Fibonacci mainly. And, I have my bias, long or short. I look for my zones and just manage the risk. That's the biggest thing. You can have any trading style, any trading strategy. If you're not managing your risk properly, you're still going to end up blowing your account. Okay, what does that mean? How do you manage your risk? Basically, you need to have a max loss per trade that is set in stone that you never go over. Okay, so usually, you'll hear people say the 2% rule. Never risk more than 2% of your account on a trade. What does that mean? It means if you have a $10,000 account, an account with $10,000 of overall margin, 2% of that is $200. Meaning, whenever you take a trade, you set your stop loss, you make sure that if that stop loss gets hit, you never lose more than $200. Obviously, that number varies depending on your account size, so it takes money to make money. That's just the game, right? If you try to trade with, you can start with as little as a few $100s or, $1,000, but understand if you're starting with that low of an account, whenever I trade, if I try to trade with that small of an amount, I end up, kind of breaking my risk management rules and taking bigger positions just to get more capital until I can use those proper risk management strategies. If you're using very little capital and you want to follow the 2% rule, you're going to be making pennies. And I'm pretty sure that's not anybody's goal, unless, of course, you're just learning, right? If you're just learning, then yeah, you need to basically strictly follow risk management principles at all time. But if you already know what you're doing, you need capital to trade. That's the bottom line. So, a few $1,000 is a good starting point. If you don't have that, you can start with as little as, whatever. You decide your margin in each trade. So anyway, I'm kind of going on a tangent about risk management here. But yeah, it takes money to make money. My trading style, I have plenty of videos on my trading style talking about supply and demand, trend lines, Fibonacci, etc. How does it differ from others? I just follow my edge and I don't sway from it. That's really it. Hope that answers your question. Let's see, Dino. Is it Luna on the way to $0? I expected 0.001. Yeah, Luna's done, in my opinion. Exchanges did just start trading it again. I took Luna off of my watch list over here in TradingView. I don't even want to look at the thing. Just get it out of my sight. But if we look at Luna, so Bybit stopped trading. It doesn't show any data. Let's see. Binance. Alright, this is Qcoin. Clear this chart from a previous lesson I was doing. So, this is just such an ugly situation. So yeah, Luna, people are taking gambles at this, buying it down here. Yeah, it's gambling, like I said in yesterday's video. It's no edge whatsoever. I don't know what's going to happen here. This is just, it's a mess. I don't want to touch this. But people are buying and selling it. People are trading it. If you look at the supply of Luna, it has hyperinflated to trillions of tokens. Right, circulating supply is 6.5 trillion tokens right now. So it's total gamble if you want to touch this. But yeah, I don't think it's going to come back personally. If it does, cool. If not, I've already accepted the loss, so it is what it is. Let's see what else is happening. James Fox, what is the impact for the market for the SEC versus Ripple case? Is it positive outcome for Ripple? Bull market, a bull run catalyst. Good question, James. So if Ripple wins the case, it's bullish. It's very bullish. But you gotta understand, the entire global economy right now is like a huge downwards force on not just crypto, equities, bonds, all markets across the board. Just it's not a good situation basically right now with the entire global economy, global financial market. So if XRP wins the case, yes, it's good for crypto. We might see some short-term relief, but I believe the overall market direction will remain the same. The trend, I don't think will have, the power to change, flip upwards just if Ripple wins the case. I think all that means is XRP would probably be set to boom when the overall crypto market trend flips bullish and we enter into the next bull cycle. XRP winning the case alone won't take us out of a bear market, I don't think. That's just my speculation, but great question. We'll see what happens with that. And yeah, I was saying in a stream previously, just last week, how there's a good chance we're going to have a banker coin bull run when things do eventually flip bullish here. Could be months, could be over a year. Who knows how long it takes. But the regulators in the U.S. are foaming from the mouth now after what happened to UST. So they want to impart their, regulations. There are the cryptos that are very regulatory compliant. XRP apparently is the central banker coin, of course. We have things like Algorand, whereas Algo working with the three-letter organizations. And we also have things like Hedera HBAR right up there. And we also have, of course, Quant working with the central banks. And, XLM, XDC, all the X coins. So, yeah, we could have a banker coin bull run. Very, very plausible. And, HBAR is one that I've liked for a long time. I've talked about HBAR a decent amount here in Crypto Empire. And HBAR is a coin that I'm looking to stack. Let's actually look at that chart. Show you my levels for the bear market for HBAR. So we are at 10 cents right now. And let's go to a daily price chart. Let's just clear. I'm going to clear this completely. Nice clean slate. So HBAR, great project. But what happens in a bear market? Everything drops. So this dropped as low as 7.3 cents. And yeah, that makes sense. Now looking at the chart, next levels, 6.2, 4, and pretty much 3 cents. 3 cent HBAR, I'm going in strong. Super strong here. 3 cent HBAR. That's a great opportunity if we do see that on Hedera. But yeah, HBAR is a coin that I'm definitely looking to pick up a lot of during the bear market personally. Anyway, let's see what else is happening in the chat. XRP will pump if they win the case. I agree, Rigoberto. Probably a short-term little pump, and it won't change the overall market trend, though. Connor, can you explain the vibes of the market now versus the last bear market? Compare what is happening then and now in the world and market thinks. Good question, Rigoberto. So, comparing this to 2018, I mean, it does kind of feel the same. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin chart. Pull up a clean one. Head over to a weekly and take a look. So, last bull market we peaked, of course, at 20K. Then we just formed a massive descending triangle, formed that horizontal support, and what happened? Price broke through that. Okay. Now, if we look at the current present day, what's kind of happening? We have the same kind of horizontal support structure on the chart, as you can see over here at around $28,000. Been tested from all the way back in early 2021, mid 2021, now getting tested right now, okay? So what do we have? Consistent, lower highs. Overall, really just kind of one big range from 28 up to 69K. But the same similarity is this horizontal support structure we have on the chart. Of course, the more times that support gets hit, gets tested, the weaker it becomes. So ultimately, I don't expect this to hold over here. We already peaked through once down to 25K, right, just a few days ago. But going back over here to 2018, ultimately, support ended up breaking, and we dropped from that breaking point another 50%. And then it took, after we officially bottomed, it took about 3.5 months to come out of the bottom. So like I said in yesterday's video, a bottom doesn't form in a few weeks, a few days. People say, no, this is the bottom, we're going to go up from here. I disagree. I really do disagree. It doesn't form in a few days. This takes a while to play out. We're back at critical support that's been tested multiple times. I expect this to drop lower. And in terms of your question, Rigoberto, I mean, the feel, the vibe of the market, the sentiment is bearish. People are like, I don't want to touch crypto right now. I just lost a ton of money. I'm leaving this market. It's too risky, etc., etc., etc. So that's definitely very similar. When people are down bad, they like to throw in the towel and give up. But nobody remembers a quitter. Nobody likes a quitter. Nobody respects a quitter. So if you're thinking about quitting, you can do whatever you want. But I would suggest you to reevaluate your stance. Because quitters, their last name is never remembered. Anyway, let's see what else is going on. Down in CRO. CRO, I've kind of been saying for a while now how, CRO, in my opinion, is just one big data grab by the big boys. And they've been pulling some shady stuff as well recently, losing a lot of customer trust. Let's not forget, I went over this before, in 2020, CRO did their switcheroo with the MCO token to the CRO token. Pretty much made all of their token holders unhappy. Ran the world's biggest marketing campaign to make everybody forget about it and make Crypto.com and CRO look like the best thing ever. Shiny object syndrome with those debit Visa cards, the shiny metal cards. It's one big shiny object syndrome, CRO. And the more shady stuff they pull, the less I like it. And so CRO, I'd rather just have BNB if I'm going to hold an exchange token. BNB is like it's the Amazon of crypto. BNB is a powerhouse. There's a reason it's number 3 in terms of market cap besides stablecoins. If you're going to mess with any exchange tokens, just stick with the best, I would say, and BNB is the best. KCS, KuCoin, as well as solid. But DOT as well. I mean, DOT is super solid. DOT's a buy for sure. If we come back down here to $4 or $5, I'm buying. I'm a buyer down here for sure. And, we already went ahead and tested this lower zone at $7. And, this looks like it's probably going to break. So, I wouldn't be surprised to see $5 to $3 on DOT over here. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on with the live stream. I do have a lot of content that I do want to cover here. So looking at the Fear and Greed Index, we're at a 10 still. Extreme fear is present in the market. People are walking away with their tail in between their legs, scared. And to each their own. But yeah, everybody's scared right now. I'm not. I'm just trading the market and taking opportunities that come along. So anyway, moving on to our Twitter wisdom for the day. We have Capo. Capo is one of the best crypto Twitter accounts you can follow. A real one, a real G. Follow Capo if you're not already following him. But this kind of goes to a question that I was asked earlier by Woody. And Capo did tweet, to all the builders, especially the ones I've early invested in / backed, keep building. Bull or bear market. Build and they will come. Price is secondary. The real monster products who built in the bear reach their true valuations when we flipped bull. Okay? So, it's the perfect kind of answer to Woody's question, right? The solid projects that build when times are, everybody's given up. We have projects that, started in the bull market. They're like, oh yeah, we're going to make this new project and it's going to be the next best thing ever. And then they just give up on it altogether when the market flips bearish. Their token price gets crushed. Investors want to leave. If you throw in the towel now, you're just giving up. But the ones who are actually building real products of real value in the crypto market, the free market will understand and realize that and see it, and it will reflect in the token price when the market trend does flip bullish next time around. Okay, so pick the ones that are actually building real things of value, contributing to the ecosystem, and not just in it for a quick buck. Very important, very solid tweet from Capo. Another one. So Capo says, a lot of the 2017 2016, 2017 OG class lost literally everything and then bounced back and made it back from scratch. Some even had to endure huge tax bills without selling the tops and still did it. Huge respect to him. What is he saying here? He's saying the ones that can stick through this bear market are going to basically come out on top if you play your cards right. Obviously, the market is trading, investing. It's the same thing as a solo sport, right? It's kind of like fighting. It's kind of like, boxing or UFC. It's you in the ring versus your opponent. Your opponent is the market, and nobody's there to help you. Nobody's there to save you. It's you versus them, right? Nobody can throw the punches for you, just like nobody can hit that buy or sell button for you, place your stop losses, etc. There's nobody to blame in this game but yourself, okay? Yeah, the ref could step in and stop the fight if you're beating your opponent or you're getting beat up badly, but the ref isn't going to help you in the heat of the moment in the fight. Same thing goes with trading. Each person is an individual here in this market. Even in my Discord group, I post my trades, but a member could have a very different outcome from a trade than I have because maybe they enter into the position 5 minutes, after the entry gets hit because they were walking their dog or something. Or, maybe they don't set a stop loss and then, they lose big on something when I only lost a very small amount if something goes against me because I set my stop loss, right? So there's so many variables that come into play, and there's nobody to blame but yourself. You need to sharpen your skills, sharpen your blade. Don't get lazy, don't get complacent, don't get comfortable. Always be learning, always be progressing, moving up in the right direction. This is a zero-sum game and it's a solo sport. Yes, I'm here to help you. I'm in the corner. I'm the coach in your corner yelling, telling you what to do. But ultimately, you're the one that's got to make the decisions. So anyway, stick with it. People have been down bad before and, come out on top. No excuses, basically. So good tweet there from Capo. Let's see what's going on in the live chat today. Luca from Italy saying, I think it's also important that this is the first time Bitcoin bear market goes side by side with the stock market. Yes, very true, Luca. Back in the previous cycle, stocks were up only pretty much. Now, see this crash, I was a proponent of the lengthening cycle theory. If you watch my videos, I didn't flip bearish until recently. I stuck by my stance and I was wrong. I have no problem admitting that I was wrong. I should have flipped bearish earlier, but hindsight 2020. But this isn't a crypto market problem. This is an overall market problem, right? It's not just crypto right now. Stocks are getting hammered. So yeah, good point, Luca. Let's see, Expandable Youth saying, what up, Empire? Total market cap took a massive blow. Is that mainly due to the Luna situation because of liquidations happening, or some money moving somewhere else? So Luna had a lot to do with it, but it's not the only thing. I mean, like I've just said kind of repeatedly now, just all markets are seeing a lot of capital move money out of them because in early 2020 and 2021 we had a situation, a very unique situation, where the Federal Reserve was performing quantitative easing and just printing trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars. And a lot of that money found its way into things like the stock market and the crypto market. So we just had a huge syringe cash injection, bang, 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 into the crypto market, causing a lot of pumps, right? We saw just billions of dollars get printed out of thin air and put into the market. Now it's the opposite. Now we have the Fed doing quantitative tightening, raising interest rates. Interest rates were at historically low levels in 2020 and 2021. Now they're raising them, okay? Money is more expensive to borrow. They're also taking money, they're literally taking money out of the market as well, right? They're pretty much doing damage control. So yeah, it's not just Terra Luna, it is, it's the Fed's current stance on the economy is the main issue right now, causing prices to drop further. Let's see what else is happening. Lee L, what is easiest short 2x this little bull run? Short 2x this little bull run. I mean, by little bull run, do you mean Bitcoin, going to the top of its range to like 35K? Easy as 2x. I mean, I'm not sure about that, my man. I would suggest now's the time to learn how to trade. Now's the time to get your skills up, right? And this isn't an easy market where you can just buy something and it goes 2x. Those days are over, my friend. They will come back, but right now it's not the case. Right now you need to basically be a professional and trade with an edge in the market and manage your risk properly. So yeah, that's kind of my best answer to your question. But in terms of a short, you said the short is 2x, but if you're looking for a short trade, I would be looking for a short somewhere around 32 to 32,500 over here. This previous high. The market is still bearish to me right now, and I think we'll probably be moving lower here. But of course, we'll see what happens. Let's see. Labradoodle Connor would love to see top 10 coins with lower DCA level. What you just did with HBAR. Labradoodle, luckily for you, you are a lifetime member of the Crypto Empire Premium Discord group. So you're going to get all of that and more. And of course, I'll be sharing some of that stuff on YouTube as well. But I appreciate your suggestion. I will definitely take it into consideration. I already plan on doing something very similar. So your wish will be fulfilled. Don't you worry about that. Let's see, Rigoberto. I may need to form a good bag of quant for the future. Not a bad idea, the banker coins. Let's see, Dominic Masonry. What is bigger risk? Proof of stake crypto being labeled as securities or proof of work getting labeled as environmentally dangerous? So they've been trying to label proof of work as environmentally dangerous for years. And the problem is that the argument literally has no basis. It's just against facts. Like, the reality of the situation is that, proof of work is putting energy that would otherwise go to waste to use, right? So the argument, global warming, etc., proof of work is bad for the environment, is objectively false. They're going to keep on spinning that narrative and trying to say it is. But the truth of the situation is that it's not that bad. They're literally using energy that would go to waste to mine Bitcoin, to mine ETH. But yeah, if they try to label proof of stake as securities, that's probably going to be worse, to answer your question. Let's see, we got Tori Chanel saying, hey, what's up, Tori? How are you? We got 0xETH saying, what's up, Connor? How you doing, man? I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. We got Rigoberto saying, hit that like button. Absolutely. We have 64 viewers and only 31 likes. Let's get that to a 1-to-1 ratio. If you haven't already smashed the like button, go ahead right now and smash that like button. It greatly helps out the channel. The YouTube algorithm definitely does recognize it, and it pushes my channel, my content, this live stream to more viewers who are interested in cryptocurrency. So go ahead right now and smash up that like button. And if you're not already subscribed, of course, hit that subscribe button down below and turn on all notifications so that you don't miss any future videos. Thank you, Rigoberto, for that reminder. Expandable you saying, thanks, my G, no problem. Happy to help. CG saying, what length of time should we aim to dollar cost average over this bear market if sitting on cash right now? I would say 6 to 9 months is a safe time estimate. Yeah, it's not going to happen overnight. 6 to 9 months, I would say, off the top of my head right now. Simon saying, why is no one talking about the possibility of GBTC getting turned into an ETF? Nothing Burger. Look, you're not the... I think actually you commented that on my video yesterday, right, Simon? But yeah, I mean, that's definitely good. It doesn't change the Fed's stance on the economy right now. It's still going to be raising rates. It's still going to be tightening the economy. So, of course, that would be great. We finally get an ETF, but it's going to be at the peak bear market. So, in a bear market, positive news has very little effect. Just as in a bull market, negative news has very little effect. And positive news has a very big effect. Right? In a bear market, negative news has a very big effect. So, yeah, that's kind of my stance on the Bitcoin ETF. Look, it would be great. We've been waiting for that for years. But, timing is important. Just like if you enter into a trade too late, you can lose money because your risk management is all skewed. A good thing comes out in the peak bear market, it's not going to make that big of a difference, really. Can't change the overall trend. Let's see. Lee L saying, how much this bull run will last before 25K bottom that is expected? So, Lee, we're just in a choppy consolidation range. This isn't a bull run. Could be a few days, a week, 2 weeks, but yeah, I'm just expecting just chop, 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 chop. Something like that. I know I'm an artist. Nestor Domino, no breakout strategy. So, I mean, I'm assuming you're kind of new to the channel. The whole bull run, I was taking breakouts the entire time. Right now, I'm basically looking to buy from my demand zones, my trend lines. I mean, that's how I took this entry. If I drop this down to let's go to a 30. As you can see, I'm just using my trend lines. Right here, price broke above, went back, retested. And I've just been using this trend line as support. So I set my entries at logical price levels along the trend line. They get filled. Now I'm up over 50% in the trade in like a few minutes. So I trade breakouts, but my bread and butter is supply and demand. Thoughts on Moon River compared to Glimmer? What would be the best strategy for the biggest ROI? I would say stick with the main one, which is Glimmer. Kusama is good. It's a real blockchain, but Glimmer is on Polkadot and it's the main thing. It's the main coin. Moon Rivers is a test. It's not a test network, but it's basically a test network for Glimmer. So yeah, I would say Glimmer's is the move there. Let's see, Ahmad saying facts. What's up, Ahmad? Good to have you in the stream, my friend. Let's see, real life sucks. Saying what to expect for ETH in the bear market. Let's take a look at ETH. I think sub 1K could happen. I mean, it's already at 2,100 bucks. If Bitcoin goes to 12, ETH can easily go to like 700-800. Go to a weekly. So ETH. Little lesson here. When we have a macro trend line break, take the warning red flags seriously. I saw this break happen real time. I'm like, it's going to come back. Just a false breakout. Respect the trend lines, especially when they're on a weekly chart going back years. When they break, it means something, okay? Anyway, what to expect for ETH. So looking at this chart, main levels, I mean, the next one, when we see the next big drop, it's coming down here to 13 to 1,600 bucks. Already have this demand zone outlined on the chart here. After that, about $1,000. Would not be surprised to see sub 1,000 ETH. This zone is from 1,000 down to 880. And looking at this chart, yeah, so 1,500 bucks is almost a given. If price drops lower, 800 and 600 as well. So yeah, we could see some cheap Ethereum possibly. Of course, you shouldn't just only wait for these low levels. The best thing to do is just kind of, especially for Bitcoin and ETH, the safest approach is to use something like Coinbase, Voyager, Cash App for Bitcoin, and just set the recurring buy, whether that's weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, and just consistently buy it over a period of months, and your stack will grow. That's just an easy thing to do. Requires no brain power, no strategy. It is a strategy, of course, but no brain power to do that. But good question. Vajra, can you please do separate video on managing long-term holdings versus short-term holdings, i.e. having your long-term bag, short-term trading bag? For sure. I can definitely make a video. That's a great video topic, Vajra. Thank you for asking that question. I will remember that and add it to my video production schedule. Solana dropping back down to 30 to 35. Good chance it does and go lower than that as well. So yeah, Solana already went to 37 on the wick. Like I said, if I'm right and we see more downside, everything's coming lower. Solana, I mean, this is a lot of venture capitalist money pumped Solana, right? Now they're kind of taking their money out. So I would not be surprised to see sub 30. You know, you might think I'm a little bit crazy, but, you know, look at this level here on Solana. It does stick out like a sore thumb. These wicks up. We look over here. What do we have? This is a rally-based rally demand zone. So you have to mark it. You have to respect the zone. And that's from $4.86 down to $2.56. Yes, it could happen. If it does get down there, that's when you want to be a huge buyer. But don't be surprised if it does happen. It could just be a wick down. It could happen in a few hours. It might only have a few minutes before it starts going back up. That it spends its time down there. But it's a level on the chart. It's a clear level on the chart. So yes, Solana, good chance it does go back 30 to 35. Possibly even lower from there. Luca from Italy asking, do you know the MVRV Z-score? I'm reading that if BTC falls into the green zone, historically that was the best time to accumulate, by the way, so it would be 22 to 23K. So I'm not familiar with the MVRV Z-score, Luca. But yeah, 22 to 23 is a great price to accumulate Bitcoin. So I do agree with them. Monero, take a look at Monero. Get my Binance chart so we get more data. Monero had a sharp drop to $120. Bottom of the demand zone. Lower than that, we have $100. I mean, man, if Monero goes sub 100, so many good coins to buy, right? So you really have to be smart with your capital. And especially if you're only working with a smaller amount, then it's tougher, of course. But like I said earlier, it takes money to make money in this game. But in crypto, you can turn a little bit into a lot. I've personally done it. A lot of other people have turned a little bit into a lot. You know, so yeah, this is the best market to have a little bit of capital and invest. But yeah, Monero, 120, 180, looking solid, and then 50 as well. 50 is a level. 60 to 50. Cheap as dirt. But yeah, that's XMR. Anyway, moving on. So EVM MOS. I know some people get upset by how I pronounce the name. I call it EVM MOS. Some people say you need to call it EV. They call it EV MOS. It's like, no, Cosmos. EV MOS. It's not a MOS, it's a MOS, right? I understand English. I've been speaking English since the day pretty much I was born. Of course, I had to learn it when I was a child, but it's EVM MOS to me. So if you have a problem with how I say it, deal with it. Anyway, this is going to see a lot of migration. Did just launch. Of course, the launch was delayed. This is a Ethereum virtual machine compatible smart contract layer 1 platform built on the Cosmos SDK. So this is on the Internet of Blockchains, and it's basically the ETH on Cosmos. So I expect this layer 1 chain to have a very bright future. I'm excited. And looking at the website, of course, the new frontier. EVM MOS is bringing the world of Ethereum-based applications and assets to the interoperable networks of the Cosmos ecosystem, all while aligning developer-user incentives. Let's adventure together into the world of innovation where EVM meets interchain composability. Big things here, right? If you were staking Atom Osmosis, providing liquidity on Osmosis, you can go ahead and claim your airdrop. I really should make a video about how to claim the airdrop. Look out for that next week. I'll add that to the schedule as well. But yeah, layer 1 here, looking at this chart, let's see where this is traded. Okay, so really no big exchanges yet. You know, from the airdrop, it has sold off. It went as high as $6.84. Now trading for $1.75. So, you know, people need liquidity. They get a free airdrop. They sell it. They take their cash. They take the liquidity. We see that a lot with Cosmos airdrops, but these projects have very, very strong fundamentals, but people just dump the airdrop because they want the liquidity. That's perfectly fine. It's your money. You can do whatever you want with it. But the fundamentals of this are very strong. Understand that. All right, so I'm expecting a bright future for this coin, and NFTs are going to boom on there, I would say. Huge community, as you can see, 90,500 followers. Follow this link here in their Twitter account to claim the airdrop. It's very simple to do. I haven't been in a rush to make a video about it. Just follow the article. But I understand people want to follow along my easy to follow, simple to understand cryptocurrency tutorials. You know, I have a lot of subscribers because of my amazing tutorials that I do produce. So if you subscribe because of that, thank you for your support. I'm glad that my tutorials are easy to follow. I'll be making a lot more going forward. Don't you worry, I'm not going anywhere throughout this bear market. So that's EVM MOS. Big things coming. And then we also, of course, have Juno. Juno, I'm expecting a lot of big things as well. Going to get a lot of developers and community members moving over from Terra. Of course, you know, Terra was built on the Cosmos software development kit. We can go over here to the Cosmos ecosystem. We can find it over here, Cosmos ecosystem. And we can see, you know, Terra was built using this software. So were some other great coins, such as CRO, we talked about a little bit earlier, Atom, Thorchain Rune, Osmosis, Cadena, Kava, Juno, Secret, Anchor, Persistence. Like, look at these. Injective, FET, SifChain, Band, Oracle, Akash. Some solid projects here. And Stargaze as well. I have this open, talk about this. Basically, the Stargaze is the interoperable layer 1 blockchain for NFTs on Cosmos, and their marketplace is launching tomorrow. I have talked about this. You know, I've announced well before the mint of Stargaze Punks to mint that. I minted a few of those myself. I've minted some other ones, such as, where are they? I minted one other project on here. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. I minted Star Chodes. 100% minted out already. Price was 69 stars. But total troll NFT, very funny thing. So we'll see if I can make a profit if I want to sell my Star Chodes NFT. But yeah, this marketplace is launching tomorrow. Cosmos ecosystem is going to get a lot of that developer activity, community activity. Because Terra collapsed, I'm expecting the bulk of community members to migrate over to blockchains like Juno, ecosystems like Stargaze. So I'm going to be focusing a lot of attention on these ecosystems going forward for obvious reasons that I can't talk about Luna anymore because it turned out to be an epic failure. So that's all good and well. And Juno, is this trading on any big centralized exchanges yet? Let's find out. Okay, MEXC and BitGet. But the main place to get this is, of course, still Osmosis or JunoSwap itself. JunoSwap did, of course, airdrop the raw token, the governance token of JunoSwap. Yeah, details will be out about that soon. But if you guys followed my video guide that I made on February 15th, 2022, you would be already familiar with how to, there's my face right there doing the live stream, 54 viewers and only 45 likes. Smash that like button. But if we go back to February 15th, here we go. How to provide liquidity on JunoSwap DEX. This is how you get the raw token airdrop. Anybody who followed along is going to be getting that airdrop, as well as stakers and liquidity providers. But you know, providing liquidity on JunoSwap was big. Yeah, I'll leave the link. Let's get the link to this video. I'll put it in the chat. . Anyway, Juno, EVMOS, Stargaze. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of these ecosystems. Let's catch up with the live chat, see what's going on. Dre's got his dry powder ready. A-Dog J-Bone 49 saying, yo. What's up, A-Dog J-Bone 49? How are you? Our friend Real Life Sucks is saying, how low can BNB get? It pump on stop from 30 to 130. How low can BNB go? So I had already drawn my levels, but so let's go to a 3-day, not a weekly. So yeah, we had the bottom of the range down here in BNB at 220, 225. Now you would expect this to break down, right? Just like I said, market can be very choppy, very range bound. That's what markets do. They go sideways after periods of heavy volatility, and then they eventually pick a direction to trade in again. My bias is that things will go down after things are choppy and consolidate for a while. When that happens, looking at the levels on the chart, we have one at 150 for BNB. And then, yeah, after 150, it's really just kind of like 50 bucks. 66 as well over here. Let's go to a daily, see if we get more data. So yeah, 75 is the level. 75 to 60. We have this level over here at about 40. This goes all the way back to 2019. Going back in time now. So yeah, your levels on BNB 150 to 120, 75 to 60, and then really 50 to about 35. A-Dog J-Bone 49, Qcoin futures trading is horrible. It's just a bad experience. Horrible experience overall. I would say don't use Qcoin if you're trading futures. There's a lot of good exchanges, Binance, Bybit, Femex. If you want to support the channel, head to the link or head to the description, and I have affiliate links for those exchanges. If you're going to be trading futures, Bybit or Qcoin is not the place to do it. It's just a horrible experience. Don't use it. Is RSR also dead? I don't think it's dead. Their mainnet never even launched. So if we go to the Reserve Protocol Twitter account, so yeah, Nevin Freeman, their main guy, pretty much said that Terra was going to collapse in 2019. He was right. He pretty much nailed it. Like, he hit the nail on the head with his prediction. Like, he said it perfectly. And of course, RSR is a stablecoin protocol. So I think RSR is probably foaming at the mouth right now to prove that theirs is different and theirs can sustain. I don't think RSR is dead. I think now is a great opportunity for it to finally launch its mainnet. And, there's a lot of South American people using their app in stablecoin already. With this coin, it was a bit of a letdown, not going to lie, but I can't officially say it's dead. Price is in the dumpster. But, yeah, I'm not looking to buy it right now. But to answer your question, I guess it's no longer trading on the Bitcoin pair either. Yeah, I don't think it's dead, but it's not looking. Price does not look good. But what do you expect in a bull market or in a bear market? And Oasis Rose. So Rose, a lot of VC money in this as well, big institutions. Dropped 90% to current price 85%. So it's already down bad, but we just saw RSR. It can get a lot worse. This, however, is a very solid layer 1 blockchain, and it probably will make a ton of noise when the market flips bullish next bull run. But this can go as low as 4 to 3 cents. Would not be surprised. As we can see, Luca over here, this zone has already been respected. Can get some more dips in here. We look to buy those dips, not financial advice. Is Delta Exchange good? I have no experience using Delta Exchange, ADogJBone49, so I can't answer that question. Ahmad, is W Luna an ETH token? Yes. W Luna is wrapped Luna. It's Luna. It's the same value as Luna. Only thing, it's wrapped, so it's on the Ethereum blockchain. You can bridge it over to the Terra blockchain. I've made videos about how to use the Terra bridge to move W Luna to native Luna on the Terra chain. But yes, it's just Luna on Ethereum. That's all it is. With that being said, so basically this is a trader's market. Over here, all Crypto Empire Premium Discord members who took this trade with me were printing money. Of course, the amount you make is totally dependent on the margin you put into the trade. However, from entry, we are up to current price 4%. And, you're responsible for picking how much leverage you want. I always say to beginners, don't even use leverage. Learn how to trade spot. Once you get more advanced, you can start messing with leverage. But anyway, we're eating good, but I'm still bearish. I'm bearish, and I'm going to flip my trade from long to short, most likely around 32 to 32,500. Okay, I'm just kind of trading this intraday move from the bounce of this trend line. So to wrap things up, that's my next trade that I'm looking for. I'm sure a lot of people are interested. Up here from about 32 to 32,500. It could blow past that, but look, if it does blow past that, you want to play that short pretty much. Okay. Now, if you want to find out my exact trading strategies, everything that I know, I put together the most comprehensive, easy to follow, easy to understand cryptocurrency trading course on the internet. It's called the Crypto Empire Premium Elite Trading Course. You can go to the link in the description down below to find out more information for this course. Of course, you do get 2 free months access to my premium Discord group, which is where I'm at every single day, giving you play-by-play updates on the market, letting you know all of my trades, other opportunities. We have a whole NFT section in there. I have a team that works full-time researching NFTs, take it very seriously. This is what I do here inside of the premium Discord group. Would love to have you inside. With your enrollment in the course, you do get those 2 free months, or you can just join the Discord right away. I have a ton of educational resources in the Discord, as well as you can see over here in the course section. I made so many videos, hours and hours of content, teaching you TA, tutorials, etc. And I'm only going to be adding more to these videos as well. Of course, if you're a member of the Discord, you get access to all new videos I add in there. So the value is there. It pays for itself. So I love to see you inside. More information is on my website. With that being said, it is time to start wrapping up this Crypto Empire weekly live stream. I hope that you did enjoy the stream. If you did, make sure you let me know by leaving a like down below. Let's see. Before I wrap it up, though, we got a mod asking if the value is different from wrapped Luna and regular Luna. No, the value is the same. Wrapped Luna is literally 1-for-1 Luna. The only thing is on the Ethereum blockchain. Value is the same. And let's see. Thoughts on Kadena? I like Kadena. Solid layer 1. Only problem is they don't have enough users using their ecosystem. Right? It's such a small user base. That's very important. They need to get their user base bigger. to really be majorly successful. But hey, we're going to get some super cheap prices over this bear market, so it could be a good one to accumulate. I'll keep you posted about that. But it is time to start wrapping up this Crypto Empire weekly live stream. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'll see you all very soon on the next video here at Crypto Empire. Any questions, of course, you can join the free Telegram group. Always in there. A bunch of community members are in there, helping everybody out, chatting about the market, etc. We keep it strictly cryptocurrency related in there, in that in that Telegram group. So I don't want to hear about any nonsense. Don't join the group and start, talking about any nonsense, because we don't care about that. We keep it strictly on cryptocurrency at all moments of time. We live, we breathe crypto. So my name is Connor from Crypto Empire. I'll see you all in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and have a